Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Shanno Mitra Sham Varunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanno Indro Bruhaspatihi Shanno Vishnu Rukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanma Vavatu Tad Vaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So this is verse 6. Yeah, last verse of the whole Upanishad, where Upanishad ends. It's the 6th verse of 10th section of chapter 3. And it starts with Ha Woo. I'm not a singer, so I'll do a very poor job, I know. But if anybody finds out how to sing it, welcome. Please do that. I don't know how to sing it, but I'll just read it. Which page number is this?
It's 327.
Okay. So just to connect, the previous verse was repeated twice in the whole book. So very, very important verse. The previous verse said the reality in the core of a man or a woman or any jiva and the reality which is in the sun are one. He who knows this on leaving this world means actually transcending the ego. That's what it meant. Attains the Atman made of food, means it transcends the food sheath, then pran sheath, pranas, and then buddhi, and then bliss and all. And thereafter, he got whatever he wanted. All desires fulfilled, desirelessness, and now what he's going, enjoying himself. Yeah, nothing to gain, nothing to do, just chilling, like they say. In their Western language, like our kids' language, I'm chilling. I want to chill. He's chilling. Okay. So, फिर जब वो chill करता है तो क्या करता है? गाएगा, नाचेगा और क्या करेगा? काम धाम तो करना है. I'm just kidding. काम भी करता है, but खुशी खुशी करता है, गा गा के करता है. हम लोग की तरह मर मर के नहीं. So that's what he's doing over here. Yeah. So this is the verse. So when they have ha and they have 3 in there, that means उसको लंबा करो. हम लोग खाली हावू नहीं बोल सकते हैं. हावू, हा वो आ गया उसमें सारा. हावू हावू हावू. अहम अन्नम अहम अन्नम अहम अन्नम. कोई चीज में हमें बहुत खुशी होती है ना, हम लोग बार बार रिपीट करते हैं. फिल्मी गानों में भी होता है ना, सेम चीज बार बार रिपीट करते हैं. So I'm gonna, that's what he's doing, repeating. Aham annam. Okay. And then he says, aham annado annadaha. Annado means eater of food, and we will see the meaning, deep meaning behind it. And then ahagam shlokakrita, like that. Okay. I am the creator, ऐसे कुछ है उसका मीनिंग. अहम अस्मि प्रथम जा ऋतास्य. कोई गाएगा तो बहुत सुंदर लगेगा. I know it sounds so dry, but I can't help it. I don't know how to sing. So he's saying, I am that firstborn. I am that truth, and we will see the meaning. Purva devobhya mrutasya nabhai. Nabhi actually. Nabhai is nabhi. And when we see the meaning, we will see. Yo ma dadati sa ideva ma vaha. Aham annam adantam adhi. Aham vishwam bhuvana madhyam va ma. Suvarna jyotihi ya eva veda ityupanishada. So, how is oh bana diya uska, because there is no, he's just singing, making some sound. Aham is I, annam is food. Aham annam, I am that food. And we'll see, food means just a symbolic, the whole cosmos, physical world को बोला है वो यहाँ. Aham is again annam, I am food, I am, he's repeating it. अन्नादह मीन्स आई एम द ईटर ऑफ द फूड, और उसका डीपर मीनिंग यही है कि मैं ही ये दुनिया हूँ और मैं ही क्रिएटर हूँ. like what Meena ji was saying, both sides same. That's what it means. I am the eater of the food, aham, and I am the eater of the, repeating it, okay? Shloka Krut. The author of the shloka means actually, shloka has a deeper meaning here. Author of the entire cosmos. Manifestation जो होता है, creator बोल दो, whichever one. Same thing, I am the author of the shloka repeated. Asmi, I am. Pratham ja, firstborn. You know, I am the first, पहले मैं ही था. You know, like that. Ritasya, of the true, eternal and immortal. And we have seen this, brother. Ritam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami, right? Satya or ritam. Ritam is a more deeper thing. You know, it encompasses the entire creation also in Ritam. Everything is the truth, like that. So I have gone into, in the past, more deeper meaning. You know? Purvam is before, the firstborn. Devebhya, the gods. Amritasya, immortality. This is all connected with the attributes of Brahman. He's identifying with the Brahman. That's why he's saying that. Not in some egotistic manner. No? He's singing to himself. He's not trying to sing on some kind of platform to perform and impress others. वो बोलते हैं ना कि bathroom singers singing for himself. That's what he's doing. Okay? So na bhai, and the navel means मेरे से सब कुछ उत्पन्न हुआ है, because वो there is a symbolism ना कि ब्रह्मा जी came out of the navel of Vishnu ji. उत्पत्ति का symbolism है. Everything has come out of me. Dadami, gives. He, who he gives. Surely Eva alone. Ma is Ava, protects, saves. That has a deeper meaning. That one who kind of, there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita that with the nature, if you give nature, it gives you back, kind of thing. You know? And you should be contributing to the society. We'll see the meaning. Because here if you say the word meaning, it won't make any sense. It has a deeper meaning. Ma is me. Ava is protect, saves, aham. Annam is again food. We know annam, food. Adanantam, one who eats. Adi, swallow or eat. Aham, I. Vishwam, the whole, we know Vishwa. Bhuvanam. Again, Bhuvan means like a house, world. Abhya bhavam, have conquered, overcome. Suvarna Jyoti. Suvarna we know, like golden, luminous. Jyoti, sun. यहाँ पर सुवर्ण ज्योति sun को बताया गया, luminous sun. He is who, evam is thus, Veda knows, iti thus, Upanishad. This is all of the Upanishad. Upanishad is ending over here. So, you know, word meaning, we can get lost, but let's go like in a more deeper meaning what he's saying. So first he's saying, ha-wu, this expression of wonder, it calls it. जब when we get wonder, तो हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, हम तो शब्द ही नहीं निकलते हमारे, कुछ हा हु ही करते हैं हम लोग, right? Wonder. That's what he's also doing. And then what the way Nikhilanand ji was explaining, that one who comes to realize the Sarvatma Bhav. Sarvatma Bhav is that feeling oneness with everything. And that's why we see that when these people describe their moment of realization, it is that oneness. And they also, you know, like that, what's his name? Sadhguru, he talks about it at Chamundi Hill. He said he was crying with joy for hours because it was so blissful. We cannot understand that, right? And it's Yogananda who explained that he felt as though he had eyes everywhere. He was connected with everything. We don't understand, but that's how they explain it. Sarvatma Bhav. That, and what is that Sarvatma Bhav? He was just reminding us that it's not like we say, oh, God is within us, so I connect to God within. Within us is there, but then it's everywhere. Sarvato Mukha. Remember we saw that. He experiences that Sarvato Mukha. That's why he's saying. And it's, Brahman is vast. So when he come to comprehend this whole thing, then that complete wonderment happen and he's singing. And there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita, and now we are on chapter 10, so we have completely forgotten that verse. I don't know the verse number right now. is somewhere in the middle of chapter 2. Bhagwan says that Ascharyavat Pashyati, the one who comprehends this truth, completely get आश्चर्य हो जाता है उसको. मैं ऐसा भी होता है, like wow, something tremendous. It's already talked about it. So this expression havu is an expression of wonder, he was saying, and what is he saying now? What is he wondering? That aham annam, and he repeats it 3 times because it's an expression of wonder, so he just keeps repeating. And something is so wonderful, we repeat same thing. And sometimes some story we like, and we repeat, how many times we repeat the story, and other people say, "Suna diye Baba, nahi ek baar aur sun lo," because I am excited about it. Okay, so same like little kids, they can tell you the same story 10 times, and they feel so happy, and you have to pretend that you are loving it, because they are enjoying it. So that's what it is. So he's saying that he came to know that I am Annam, that this entire physical world, I am this. So that's why I am everything. That's what Annam means. So don't take Annam means food only, because then you will lose the meaning completely. Then he was just reminding us that what happens to us, we are sitting here and we think I am this limited person, I am this body only. And now that thing is shattered. It's like I realize I'm everything. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I thought that I want to get this, I want to get this. Somebody said, no, you got infinite now. क्या होगा हमारा हाल, मेरे को भी पता नहीं. Everybody can imagine. Okay, so he's just saying that example, how do we connect this to, we have heard this example many times, but I think this makes sense over here now. It's like a wave in the ocean is so vast, especially the Pacific Ocean, which all we live close to it, all of us, that one wave, if you think I'm alone, will feel so dejected. But then all of a sudden realize I'm water and I'm everything. It sounds simple, but this person is experiencing that. That's the only difference. So suddenly the wave thinks, oh, I'm the whole ocean. So kya hoga uska? He's not confined to anything. So that's what it means. And then the second line he keeps repeating is, aham annado, aham annado. I'm the eater of the food. I'm the food. I'm the eater of the food. I'm the experiencer of this world. People talk about entertainment. We all crave for it, right? After a while, I want some fun. I want some entertainment. Pura cosmos is entertainment, Baba. We're talking about one little movie and one little screen. His screen is huge. And that's all that is for him to enjoy. So I am the experiencer, enjoying. And he's talking about not just human beings. Think about it. When he talks about everything, means plants, animals, birds, देवतास, ब्रह्मा जी तक पहुंच गया वहां को. सबका एक्सपीरियंस, सबका जॉय उसमें आ गया. When we remember, we talked about in this Upanishad only that joy keeps multiplying. So now everything together, he's the enjoyer of it. I'm the one who's. That's how he feels. So that's why he repeats it 3 times. I am Annado, and all that. And then he says that aham shloka krut. Shloka means, krut means creator. Here shloka means, don't take the literal meaning. What he means, I am the creator of Anna and Annado both. I made myself this thing to enjoy and I'm enjoying it. And I'm trying to think in a worldly example. I feel like eating something. So I make some food and I eat myself. And think about it. When we feed our family or friends, हम लोग को भी मजा आता है कि नहीं? Because, oh, that person is enjoying, I enjoy it. When you see koi bolta, oh, wow, it's so good, I'm enjoying it. That's how we have to look at it, that he identifies with the whole world. That's why he's enjoying it. Technically, if you want to see that. So, creator is a special technical word over here. That means he's a cause of both Anna and Annada. Experiencer as well as experience. Or you can, I'm trying to think of the worldly example. The people who create this video games. So he's a creator, then he sits and plays it himself. So he's a creator and enjoying himself. So we can see some example in the world also. And so Nikhilanand ji brought this not verses, but the concept from Bhagavad Gita, and we are not there yet, so I won't go too much into it, but whoever has studied Bhagavad Gita, maybe Meenaji will know this, and other people who have studied also Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13 it is going to come. I am Kshetra and Kshetragnya. I am this field and the enjoyer of the field. I am the body and I am the enjoyer within. Both I am. That's what Bhagwan says. So that's what he was bringing, the same concept over here. So, and then he says, Aham asmi prathma something. Let's see. Rutabhya. So, Rutabhya, sorry. Aham asmi prathma jab Rutabhya. So he's saying, Ruta means, one second. Ruta means real. So, in the world, we have manifest and unmanifest. Both he's saying formless and form, subtle and gross, whichever way you want to look at it. All of that I am, number one. And I'm the firstborn when you talk about Hiranyagarbha. Okay? Like one of you brought this point, I think she's not here now, who was saying Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, right? That before Brahma and Vishnu were manifested, there was a Hiranyagarbha, potential. Okay? Garbha means like a womb from where everything came. So that I am that firstborn. So the first jiva, if somebody wants to just talk in the worldly language, that what is Hiranyagarbha? But then who was the first person? Don't we say that? Okay, my grandfather's father's father. Who was the first person? First person was Hiranyagarbha. Okay. वहाँ से हम सबके forefather है वो. वहाँ से हम आए हैं तो ये बोल रहा है I am that Hiranyagarbha. I am that firstborn. Very subtle jiva it's called. And उसके बाद technically it's going to be Virat and Prajapati and all that. When we do Aitriya ना सब उसमें है ये सारा. We'll see, we'll learn about that. How the world came about. Even more detail में. I think that will be exciting to know. So उसके बाद देवतास वगैरह आए and all that. He's just saying. And then he's saying I am the Nabhi of all the being. Very source. Moola बोला है. Mool or source or essence, whatever language you want to use. Nabi is just a symbolism that जिसमें से सब कुछ आता है. And even for the child, उसकी नाभि से connected होता है सारा, right? जितना भी nutrition उसको मिलता है. And then it says something very interesting. Whoever gives annadan or any kind of dan or does anything in the world, I am getting that. So what is he trying to say? Remember Krishna Bhagavan said that no matter whose puja you do, whichever devta, everything comes to me. That's the concept he's telling. Whoever gives, and then there is another word in there, I protect that. Means, actually what it means is, whatever you get in this world, you should not be selfish about it. You should contribute to society. You should share it with everybody. And there are 4 or 5 very deep verses in chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita. We have done it long time ago. When Bhagwan says, if you keep taking and don't ever give anything back, it doesn't have to be always money. Because we might, dan. Some people have whatever. It can be time. It can be your talent. Whatever it is. You are sharing that with people. Then it is fulfillment. If you don't share it, you get destroyed. Destroyed में ऐसा नहीं कोई आके तुमको मार देगा. Your psyche will get destroyed. You'll be unhappy and things like that, So that's what the message is trying to give it over here. That whatever you get as a Bhagwan's blessing, we should share, contribute. Otherwise, you're a thief. That's what Krishna Bhagwan said. If you, जैसे कोई simple example, if there is a potluck, and one person never brings anything. Sometimes if you don't bring, understand, never brings anything, then it becomes like a thief. Hey, you are eating everybody's food, you're not contributing. I'm giving just a simple example, but that's what the whole concept is. So, when we take from nature also, we need to give it back. That's why you take care of nature, it'll take care of you. Like that. Okay, so that's the concept they brought over here. And then he was just saying that when somebody is doing the puja or dan or anything, ultimately it comes to Bhagwan only. And that's why they say we should not be looking give and take in the world. मैंने तेरा किया तो तू भी मेरा कर, ऐसा नहीं होता है दुनिया में. जिसको जरूरत है उसके लिए करो, फिर तुमको जब जरूरत होगी तुम्हारे पास आएगा. Agree everybody? Now that we are this age, we know that. So that's what they're trying to say, because everything is one. So it just, whatever you do, it goes to this person, or the Sarvatma Bhav. So, and then it says, Aham Vishwam Bhuvanam and all Adhya Bhavam. I am the one who is a master of all and conqueror of all. This is not saying in any kind of arrogance, but it's just saying, मैं सब कुछ हूँ. Okay? This person is feeling oneness. And then it says, my Jyoti is like the Jyoti of the sun. Everybody understand that, what it means. I'm luminous like the sun, Suvarna Jyoti. So that's what he's talking about. And then Nikhilanandji was just stressing on the point that it is oneness, Sarvatma Bhav. That's what he's realized, that I am the self of all. This whole song is a representation of his feeling of oneness. That's what it is. That's how we have to look at it. I'm the creator and all that. And so this is called the Song of Enlightenment, enlightened being. But something very interesting is said, that one who understands this, there is some ya evam veda, last part of it. That means, understand means not like the Sanskrit language and all that, means who follows this path given by Bhrigu, how to transcend and all that, and who's Brahman and things like that, Satyam, Anantam Brahma and all that. Okay, so finally, if you can also experience the same thing. That's what they're trying to say over here. The one who follows this will be able to experience this, and we will have the same feeling like this person is singing, same state of mind that the master has experienced. So that is the Upanishad. When it says Iti Upanishad, because in those olden days, they had a verbal way to transmit the knowledge. So book mein to mereko malum hai, this is the last one, right? How will they know if somebody is singing or somebody is just talking? So that's why they have to say, this is the end of the Upanishad. That's what it is. So, any question, any comment on this? So it's not just saying that this person got it. They ended by saying that if you follow this path, you can get it too. That's the most important thing, that it said. It's telling everybody. And then it will tell, the Sahana Vavatu is there. And then the Shanno Mitra Sham Varuna, those two things are there.
When he says, if you follow this, then basically you will merge with Brahman?
Yeah, you will also experience the oneness. Merging means oneness. Because sometimes we have this weird idea about merging. Does that mean I won't exist? No, it's just the oneness feeling you will get.
It's like wave going into the ocean.
Yes, and wave knowing that I'm not a separate wave.
Right.
Right? So these people who are like self-realized, you watch them how they behave. They don't have any animosity towards anyone. And the way they are relaxed everywhere, कितना भी काम आ जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, कुछ body ailment भी हो जाए, वो इतना disturb नहीं होते जितना हम लोग होते हैं. So that's why I was saying the last 18 verses of chapter 2 talks about how a self-realized person thinks, behaves, and connects to the world. Those 18 verses are there, and whoever has the time, you go and read and you will know what Sarvatma Bhav, how they will be. Because we can only kind of learn from them. अभी हम लोग पहुंचे नहीं हैं वहाँ पे, but how they behave, then fake it until you make it. So थोड़ा बहुत we can emulate them and try to be like them. But the most important thing they're talking about it, this person has got the final thing, he's singing and all that, but don't be despaired, you can do it too. Just go back to the chapter 2 and 3, Brahmanand Valli and Bhrigu Valli, follow the path, you can get it too. So that's what they're trying to say. Any other question or comment? So it was going slowly, but it still was the last verse. So what we will do is next week we will just do the 2 mantras and all that. We'll give like a 1 week break, and then following week we will start with the Aitriya. So we will do that because I have to kind of get into that too. I don't know anything about Aitriya. We will be studying together, so everybody has to help out, try to understand it. But it's interesting that when you decide to do something, then from different places you hear about Aitriya. Like in this, when I was listening to this last verse that he talked about, I was so amazed that Nikhilanandji talked about Aitriya Upanishad. He had never talked about it previously, but he said that in Aitriya Upanishad, it seems that more detail of the manifestation of cosmos is in it. The sequence and how it happens, much more detail is in there. We have only, in Taittiriya, we just saw like points, like, usme much more detail hai. So it's going to be exciting for us to read that. Okay, if nobody has any comment or anything, I'll close then. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet, Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om. So just text me to see how you want to get the book, and then we can go from there. Okay. Hari Om, everyone.